Bloober Team could be making a massive, and I mean absolutely massive mistake with the Silent Hill 2 remake. Now, what am I talking about? Silent Hill 2 remake already came, it went, it's gone, it did its numbers, it's over with, right? No, it's absolutely not, and it shouldn't be. Let me explain. So, for the people that's been on my channel long enough, or at least been around since I've been covering Silent Hill 2 heavy, y'all know Silent Hill 2, the original game, is the only Silent Hill game out of the main 4 games that I did not play. So, fast forward, I beat the remake, generational game, love it, one of my favorite games of all time. Definitely my favorite horror game of all time. So with that being said, I felt it was only right to go back and play the original, because you cannot play the remake, at least me, because I'm willing to go back and play certain games. I felt like it was only right if I went back and played the original, like I told y'all. Well, I beat the original. I enjoyed it. It was definitely a generational experience all the way back on the PS2. You know, despite the gameplay being ass and all that other stuff. Y'all know I hate the Silent Hill gameplay. But anyways, once I completed my playthrough of the original Silent Hill, I noticed that there was some DLC, Born from a Wish. Now, I've seen people talk about Born from a Wish before, and when I say talk about, like they mentioned it in my comments. I had some of my homies bring it up before, but I've never watched videos or talked to them about it because, of course, I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it for myself. I knew I would eventually get to Silent Hill. So you fast forward, and it was time. I finally got to play it, and boy, oh boy, was it a generational experience as well. In fact, I think this is the most important piece of DLC I've ever played. Like this, like Born from a Wish is the missing piece to the puzzle of Silent Hill 2. And I think, in my opinion, okay, I would say Born from a Wish is the most important part of Silent Hill 2. And I know that's crazy to say because Silent Hill 2 as a whole is just massive. But that small DLC meant so much to the story, you wouldn't understand it. And I'm talking to the people that haven't played it. Now, I'm not gonna spoil anything because I know I got subscribers that never played Born from a Wish and they just got into Silent Hill. I'm not gonna do y'all like that. I do recommend y'all go back and play it. The beauty of Born from a Wish is because Maria, one of the most complex characters in gaming history, my favorite character in Silent Hill 2. I just love how she was written. She's a beautifully tragic character. Maria as a character just stuck with me. Like, it's one of the most impactful characters I've ever came across in gaming. And I've been gaming for a long time. Born from a Wish expands on her character. It does fill in some empty gaps with her character. You know, some of the mystique her character has. But the thing I really love about Born from a Wish, not only does it do that, but it also keeps a lot of stuff mysterious as well. It doesn't give you all the answers. And that's what makes Silent Hill such a great horror franchise, because they're never going to give you every single answer. Some stuff you're going to have to leave up to interpretation. Some stuff you're going to have to really just connect the dots. And even if you connect all the dots and it might make sense in the beginning, you might still be wrong. That's why I love Silent Hill so much. With Born from a Wish, we see the origin story of Maria. Now, I don't know if this is shortly before James gets to Silent Hill or it's right when he gets to Silent Hill. Seeing her created out of basically thin air and she just doesn't even know herself. And what's beautiful about the DLC as well, the Maria we play as during this DLC is not the Maria that James meets on that dock. They showed you that throughout the original story. Every time Maria was killed, she came back and was completely different. The dock Maria was more flirty, calm, and playful. And then when we got Maria behind the jail cell, she was more creepy. And I know a lot of people that still didn't understand why she was like that every time she was killed off. Her not really knowing her purpose and just not knowing anything about herself, questioning everything until she hears the name James. And then that's when she starts picking up a little bit more personality. We all know Maria is a manifestation of James' subconscious, and seeing her have to really battle within her own thoughts and just question reality in herself, if she's really real. As soon as the game starts, you meet a certain character, and this character is extremely important because they don't even tell you what this person really is behind a door, okay? Basically, this character shows you how the town of Silent Hill works, basically. It's something we really don't see in Silent Hill games. The perspective of the town itself, how it works. Born from a Wish is the only time we've ever seen that in a Silent Hill game, to my knowledge. One thing I really wish we could get from Silent Hill 2 is the perspective of Angela and Eddie. Now, I know they see different things. Like Angela, all she sees is fire, and all Eddie sees is like everything is cold as hell. Basically like him being locked in a freezer. I really wish we could have seen the perspective of these characters in some sort of DLC. Not giving us all the answer, but it just really would have been cool to see what they went through as well as they entered the town. Bloober Team, I might have just gave y'all an idea. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give y'all that one for free. Next time I'm gonna charge. But in all seriousness, Born from a Wish is one of the most intriguing DLCs I've ever played. It is a masterpiece of a DLC, but to me, it just really hit hard because Maria is just such an important character, and just seeing her go through her struggles and seeing how wrong she was done in the very beginning, ever since she was created, it's just tragic. It's not a good feeling. Like, Silent Hill is one of those games that after you finish, you gotta go take a cold shower and just sit in the corner and just be depressed. Silent Hill was that freaking depressing to me, man. DLC is just absolutely beautiful. It gives you some answers that you might not have figured out after playing the original Silent Hill. Character development, intense moments, great dialogue, everything about the DLC is perfection. And if you have not played it, I definitely would tell you to go play it and experience it for yourself. I've always been somebody that says you should not tell anybody to go play an old ass PS2 game that hasn't aged well. But in this case, I really feel like if you're getting into Silent Hill, especially Silent Hill 2, you should most definitely go back and at least play the DLC. I would say watch it, but it doesn't hit the same as playing it for yourself. Figuring certain clues out, reading the notes yourself. It all hits different when you yourself play it. The people that aren't going to go play, because again, I'm not going to blame anybody for not wanting to go back and play a damn 2002 version of Silent Hill 2. Bloober Team just has to deliver on this. I just feel like they have to. I know they already gave us a generational remake, but my goodness, man, seeing that story told with better graphics, better voice acting, all that, better everything, would absolutely be phenomenal. So I hope to God that they're working in the shadows doing this DLC for Silent Hill 2, and I have a theory that when this game drops on Xbox later on this year, they're going to announce that Born from a Wish is coming for DLC. And I have a theory when they announce this game for Xbox, because y'all know the exclusivity deals end this year, I feel like when they announce it for Xbox, they are also going to announce that Born from a Wish is coming to all platforms. At least that's just what I'm hoping. I don't see Bloober Team skipping over this, especially because they're such huge Silent Hill 2 fans. It would be absolutely ridiculous if they did not put this in the game. Just my take on Born from a Wish. Let me know how y'all feel. Do y'all love the Born from a Wish DLC, and do y'all want to see it in the Silent Hill 2 remake? I don't think anybody can convince me otherwise. That DLC is the biggest part of Silent Hill 2, not the original story, but Maria's original journey is just that important. If you made it to the video, thank you for all the love and support. I appreciate it greatly. And don't forget to hit that like button, get this video in the algorithm. And I'm gonna catch you guys on the next video. Stay safe in these gaming streets. Peace out.